So, are you ready to go? Itching to get started? Let's see exactly where you can detect. England has a wealth of beautiful countryside. Rolling hills surrounding tiny villages. Millions of acres of farmland and natural forests. England is also rich in history, and wherever you look you will see evidence of past eras. The land here is perfect for searching. Try detecting on old riverbanks and look for paths that lead to the local church. Search land close to castles, but stay away from the castle, of course. Man has been farming for thousands of years, and most farmland will reveal lost metal objects. Land that is now ploughed might hide old tracks and roads, perfect for casual losses and certainly worth searching. All you have to do is get permission from the landowner and you're off. Metal detectorists have worked very hard for many years establishing a good relationship with landowners, and you will find once you have a good relationship with local farmers, you will never be short of somewhere to detect. All you have to do is ask for permission, and if the first farmer says no, then simply ask another one. Most farmers won't have a problem with you on their land if you adopt the right approach.
You knock on the farm, it's a numbers game again. When you knock on a farm and the farmer says no, he's not saying no to you, but some people get offended by people saying no, and they get offended by the actual fact that they said no. It's not you they say no to, it's a metal detector. They'll never get offended, just go on to the next one, knock the next one, and the next one, it's a numbers game again. You knock 10 doors, and I might say no, but you're going to get one out of it.
And your face got to fit on the day.
And your face has got to fit, and you've got to be in the right time of the year. It's not good knocking the door when it's in the middle of lambing, or the grass is growing, or the crops are in. They're going to say no anyway. You're going to go there now, September, when the grass is come in, and just tell them they go detecting, and of course they've got stubble fields, set aside fields, and what difference to them to dig a hole, and they know that next week they'll plough it out anyway.
Before you begin metal detecting, you should always gain permission from the farmer or the landowner. And always show the farmer or landowner what you find. Okay. It's very important to include the farmer and landowner and show him anything that you may find.
That's a nice hobby. It gets you out and about, gets you off the golf course.
Once you have permission to search a field, it's a good idea to walk the field first and look for telltale signs of habitation and use. You will soon learn how to read a field and the features surrounding it.
Well, I've just walked the field, only to walk for about 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and I brought off some medieval right through to 19th, 20th century pottery, glass. You've got nails, you've definitely got habitation here. I've got oyster shells, cockle shells, and it's really worth a go. It's worthwhile doing this before you actually start detecting. to give you some idea of the areas as well you want to be doing it. Although with them ploughing, that will get dragged about a bit, but you will find the concentration of areas. But this is saying yes, go for it, instead of wasting your time. We've just come on this field and I'm having a look round. Obviously you've got a dyke here and a dyke there. Now these are man-made, these are not natural. But in the close vicinity you've got a church due to the north. You look at the field, if I go down, I'm looking for any slight rises, any different discoloration in the soil. This is the type of thing you're looking for. Obviously when you stand back up again, you're looking around, all these houses, they've all been modern. There's no sign of like footpaths or anything like this, or of a river. So it is really just these type of fields. Get out there, walk at first, and then suck it and see.
Before long you will have a growing collection of interesting and valuable finds, and one of the attractions of the hobby is identifying your finds. There are plenty of experts and fellow detectorists who will help you.
It's medieval, I don't know who it is, it's hard to work out.
Right.
Probably Henry or Edward first.
You're going to have somebody look at it then.
Oh, I don't know how to identify them, it's just, I haven't got the time, that's it there.
Yeah.
Flint arrowheads, flint scrapers, late Neolithic, Saxon bronze.
I started as a metal detectorist myself some 20 odd years ago, and that evolved into a dealership where now I deal when I don't get time to metal detect. I've been responsible for publishing a price guide on artefacts, which is selling very well. This is the second edition. And I just enjoy every aspect of the metal detecting hobby. The most common and prolific find that is found by metal detectors are these crotal bells. This is an example of one here. This is an early one called the fish scale type. Most detectorists when they start will find one of these. Generally they get very excited, so they should, but they're very common and the monetary value is not so high as perhaps a spectacular item. Here we have a group of thimbles ranging from medieval through to post-medieval up to Victorian. The style of thimbles hasn't really changed over the centuries. The medieval ones are all hand punched, and when we get up to later periods of course they're machine made. But again, this is a very common find by metal detectorists. It's quite a nice item if you think about it. This is originally it was a mystery object. It's since been established that it's in fact Celtic iron age. There have been a series of these on a bar, and they are identified as flesh hooks. I mean, anybody into the Celtic mythology, etc., might be able to expand upon it. But it's a raven, in fact. And in Celtic mythology, the raven is significant.
Amongst my best finds that I've done in the last 28 years are gold nobles, quarter nobles, half nobles. Edward III, Henry V, Henry VI. Declared not treasure trove, and the farmer didn't want them returning. He was happy to have some homemade wine off me. That was his reward. Only the wife has come up last year with a beautiful coin, which is the Henry V quarter noble London Mint. This has come from the main area where most of our gold was found, and then she was lucky enough to find on the beach a magnificent half sovereign of George III. Now these are usually pitted by the sea work, the sand, stone, gravel and that, but this is absolutely mint.